This Saturday, you are not yourself. You are an IndyCar Series driver. You eat pure adrenaline for breakfast. You wear a flame-retardant suit to work. Your office is a small seat in a carbon fiber cocoon with enough G-force to make an astronaut cringe. The only drawback? You work weekends. Boy, do you work weekends. Bombardier 500 on ESPN.
Reese's. Caramel. You got your caramel on my Reese's.
Great taste, it tastes great together. With caramel, Reese's peanut butter cup.
Before the start of the race, I can feel my heartbeat in my hands, in my throat, in my eyes, everywhere. Fear and the stress, it makes me better. What do I see at 230 miles an hour? It's tunnel vision, and you have one goal, the checker flag. Speed is about winning races, breaking records, and making history. Speed is my drug.
That was, following Dario. Dario kind of got away from me a little bit. I came out of turn 2. I was planning, I'm going to go a little bit richer on the fuel so I can have a little bit more power. And all of a sudden, suspension breaks.
What a vicious hit Canaan takes into the wall.
That was the ride of my life. I mean, I thought I was going to die for real.
Select IZARD IndyCar driver. Driver selected Tony Kanaan. Select race transport. Mission finish first. The fastest drivers in the world. See who wins at racetotheparty.com.
I'm Tony Kanaan, and you're watching RTV6, the only place to see the race.
I would be willing to do anything to win a race at Pocono. Anything.
Before I get in the car, I always go and take a pee. It's gonna be a long day, a long race. You gotta be ready.
The most important thing I have to do before a race is probably the time I left you first. Our TV time is pretty limited now, so I like ridiculousness. X-Files.
Not a big Netflix guy, but we do watch a couple of shows. We're recording Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're watching a couple of others, just DVR, skip the commercials and try and see as many as we can. So.
Inside yours. Keep trying to get around here. Keep pushing here, bud. That's turn 4, spotter. Turn 4's clear.
Streaming 4-in-1 mosaic.
Inside. One push to fast left. Be smart here.
Live pit crew chatter. Riding shotgun from green flag to checkered. That's powerful. Download IndyCar 13 now, only from Verizon.
Will Power, 2014 IndyCar champ. I can drive in circles faster than anyone in the world. That's no joke. But what is a joke is my brother's show, Damien Power. I can't believe I cared. Go see it. Seriously, he owes me money. Go see it.
Do you know that Sato is the most common Japanese last name, but I'm far from common. My entire career I have lived by the word never give up and follow your dreams. I hope to inspire others to do the same. I have passion for photography and like to take a great picture during any free time I have. I'm also a major foodie. I try everything and my current favorite is Tex-Mex. I am Takuma Sato, and I'm proud to be part of Team Honda.
I think it's critical for everybody to register and vote. A lot of people sit back and think that it's not going to matter, but if you don't put your vote in, yeah, you're right, it's not going to matter. So you might as well go out and do your best. Get yourself registered at declareyourself.com.
Growing up in a family with my dad winning the Indy 500, we take some heat. There's really no sport like it. We're inches apart, wheel to wheel, and one touch, you're gone. I did 19 last year, and it's kind of a crazy feeling. You got all these friends at college taking history exams, yet I'm sitting there going 230 miles an hour. It's a crazy lifestyle. That's how it goes. It's gotta be a new race. Hi, I'm IndyCar driver Graham Rahal.
And take it from me, nothing gives you a charge like taking a turn at 200 miles per hour, except maybe a Service Central battery. Every Service Central battery meets or exceeds vehicle requirements with prorated national warranties up to 85 months for power when you need it. Get a charge out of life with Service Central batteries, powering today's motorsports. Available exclusively at Tire Kingdom, National Tire and Battery, Merchants Tire and Auto, and Big O Tires.
Hi, I'm Graham Rahal, IndyCar driver and supporter of Gleaners Food Bank of Indiana. As an Indiana native, I'm especially proud of the Backsack's Weekend Food for Kids program here at Gleaners. Because of Gleaners and people like you, almost 10,000 students throughout central and southeastern Indiana don't have to worry about where their meals will come from over the weekend. To learn more about this program, visit gleaners.org or stay up to date by following them on Twitter at GleanersFBIndy, liking them on Facebook, and more.
I don't drive a race car every day, but when I do, it has to be ready. At the race shop or at home, that means Deltran Battery Tender. Deltran battery tenders don't just charge batteries, they automatically switch to a smart maintenance mode that keeps your battery at its peak charge. With protection from overcharging and easy to understand LED indicators, Deltran battery tenders maintain my most valuable equipment. If you can't start it, you can't drive it.
Hey IndyCar fans, my friends at Auto Club Speedway have a special deal for you. Go to autoclubspeedway.com/GrahamWins and purchase a reserved ticket to the MAV-TV 500 at any time between May 11th and May 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Tune in to the 99th running of the Indianapolis 500, and if I win the race, you'll get your money back and your tickets are free. If I win, you win. It's that easy. I'll see you June 27th for the MAV-TV 500, and make sure you cheer me on the whole month of May.
Of course I played with Hot Wheels. Everybody played with Hot Wheels. You know, I mean,
Still have a few laying around the house, I'm sure, but when I was a kid at Road America, we used to take Hot Wheels and launch them as far as we could into the forest, and we'd paint them like bright orange so that we could then go out there and find them. You know, a lot of fun memories, and so, you know, it's been great to see Hot Wheels' involvement in our sport in the past, and hopefully that can grow a little bit and continue, because Hot Wheels really is something that's been a mainstay, you know, of children's entertainment and cars in general, I would say. And so it's, hopefully we can see more of them. Every day is race day at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis.
The essence of racing. Trabert, the essence of racing.
The season's been obviously a breakthrough year for me. It's gotten my confidence back, my team's confidence back. For me, Mid-Ohio is everything. You know, of all the wins I've ever had in racing, nothing will compare. A dream come true would probably be an understatement. It's probably better than I ever dreamed. Honda's been a huge part of our year. I'm extremely proud to represent them. And obviously, the more wins that we can achieve together, the better and better it's going to get. The biggest evolution in racing over the whole life of it has been safety. If you look at the rear view mirror was developed here. But over time, things have changed. You know, it used to be tires would fly up in the grandstands, and then the tethers came along, and, you know, then the rear bumpers on the car. Then in my dad's day, the cars were literally tube frames, and they would fold up if you hit the wall. The safety in the cars is certainly a progression, and probably the speed. Particularly in the years far before me, they go faster and faster and faster, and you'd always get, you know, Tom Carnegie saying new track record.
It's a new track record.
That showed progression of the sport. The 100th Indy 500 really is what's going to, I think, re-spark a lot of interest in our sport and continue it on for many years to come.
Graham Rahal grabs the lead. Graham Rahal grabs the lead. You'll see the white flag. Graham Rahal. You'll see the white flag. You'll see the white flag. There's the checker.
Sunoco, the essence of racing.
I would be willing to wreck my mother to win a race.
I'd be willing to do anything that's responsible, because we don't like to be irresponsible.
Travis thinks that they would actually commit felony.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. I like Pocono, but I'm not sure.
The last thing I do before I start a race is go to the bathroom.
One thing you have to do before a race is use the restroom, particularly at Pocono, because if it's going to be as long and as many miles as that race is, you don't want to have to go in your seat.
Big Bang Theory.
My go-to binge watching thing on television, sadly to say, is Dog with a Blog.
Go-to TV watch or TV show, probably, I always have sports on, so I'm not that excited. I don't even really know any other TV shows, honestly, so sports of any type.
Follow me on the Mazda Road to Indy TV, going live March 21st. My favorite Indy 500 memory is got to be my first one that I actually experienced. It was 2011, and that race was so exciting all the way to the last corner, the last lap. You didn't know what was going to happen. There's so many different strategies going on, and then to have JR have his crash in the last corner and Dan go through to win, a driver I've always looked up to, it's just a moment I'll never forget, and that was my first ever time being at the Speedway on race day.
Driving a race car at 180 miles an hour takes complete concentration.
So does driving on the street. That's why I never let myself get distracted by texting while I'm driving. No message is so important that it's worth risking your life or the life of others. And if it is that important, then pull over and take 5 minutes to answer it.
Remember, take 5 to stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Follow me on the Road to Indy TV, going live on March 21st.
I just knew from the very first day that I got into a go-kart that every other sport was out of the window for me. I've always had a special connection with cars and race cars. Every toy I had when I was growing up was just a race car, and that's it. When I got my first win, I realized that I had something that a lot of the other kids I was racing against didn't, and it just came natural to me. My competitive spirit probably just comes from the way I am. You know, if it's playing another sport, video games or something, I always want to win. Once in a lifetime feelings that you get when you just hop on a car with over 700 horsepower and you're going 170 miles an hour into a really tight U-turn and you're only braking like 100 feet from the corner. I couldn't believe how fast an IndyCar can slow down. Ultimately, I'm not here to just win the rookie championship. I'm here because I want to win races. Knowing that I'm powered by Honda, I think it's more than knowing that I have a fast racing engine. It's more about the people involved, all the guys behind the scenes that are able to do everything to make my dreams come true and to make things happen. It's the people that make up Honda that just really drives me forward.
In my family, it's always been passionate. Election time, I remember being a little kid, and you know, staying up late watching the polls. It's exciting when you finally get old enough to go have the chance to vote. You really feel like your vote means something. I always thought voting was a long drawn out process to register, and it's really not. Just go to declareyourself.com. You know, I've got a son who's 5 and a son who's 2, so we have Hot Wheels all over our house. So I don't really have to go back to like my childhood. I get to play with Hot Wheels still, and you know, they have these cool tracks now that literally just stick to your wall and you do all this crazy stuff with that we didn't have when I was a kid, so it's way better. So for the guys that have to go back in their memory, they should, you know, go get some of the new stuff because it's way cooler than what we had. Visit the world of racing.
Howdy race fans, my name is Joseph Newgarden, and I want to tell you a little bit about Barber Motorsports Park. This is an amazing race facility. We got just about everything for anybody around here. We got amazing grass. If you're into that, you'll really like it. I'll tell you what, I sit down, I watch the race cars. We got Indy cars running around here. They're the most amazing pieces of equipment out there. You should come out and watch them. I'm on a big old Spider. We got spiders, we got American flags, we got just about everything for your view and pleasure. So what I want you to do is go to barbermotorsports.com, buy your tickets, and come out to the Grand Prix this weekend. We're gonna see you soon. Come on, Daddy Longleg, take me out of here. We're going somewhere else.
Hot Wheels are iconic. I mean, I had so many Hot Wheels when I was a kid. I love Hot Wheels. I still do. I think everyone in racing still loves Hot Wheels. I still collect them a little bit. But they're awesome. They're the best. I always liked to make tracks when I was a kid. I'd find, you know, certain materials that I could make tracks out of, and I'd want to make a big slope and then, you know, see what Hot Wheels were the quickest down them. But they're awesome. They're always going to be cool little things to have. Every day is race day at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis.
There's constant adjustments in racing. You're always trying to find the balance between innovation, you know, pushing the speed levels, you know, trying to make the cars as fast as possible, and also trying to make them safer. That's what we work on. We work on that balance between those two elements. And for me, I've really noticed that shift, you know, even in just 4 years of running the race. You know, we're really working hard to push the achievement factor and making the Indy 500 as spectacular as it can be, making it as fast as it can be, you know, is entertaining. The innovation, the excitement of it, the speed, just the grit of having to make it 500 miles and do it at the fast pace that we do nowadays with the tight quarters and the amazing racing that we get with these new cars that we have. It's the epitome of automobile racing. That's what it's all about.
My name is Simon Pagenaud. I'm usually driver of the HP 77 IndyCar in the IndyCar series. I'm here at Pikes Peak this weekend, which is completely different. I'm really proud to represent Honda. They built 11 entries, motorcycles and cars. I'm driving the 770 Odyssey Honda, supercharged. It's got 550 horsepower and it's built like a race car. So I'm actually going to be the first driver to drive a minivan up the hill, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's quite amazing to see the grin on people's face when they see it, because everybody thinks it's a minivan. And then when I take off from the line, everybody's like, oh my God, this thing is going. So here, Pikes Peak is legendary. It's 156 corners. They're going up to 14,000 feet. We actually put an oxygen bottle in the car so I can feel better when I get up to the top. It's very challenging, and you have to be on the edge. You want to do a good lap time, then you have to push it.
come back with something even more crazy. So it's great.
I don't know. I only work hard to win. I don't know. That's what it takes.
I'd be willing to crash my limit. I think that's the normal answer, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Probably, you know, stuff that people don't want to hear.
Preparation. Preparation is key to go out there and be successful.
Go to the bathroom.
I pee. Yeah, every time. You gotta make sure you pee before the race, because what if you don't?
I don't binge watch anything. I can't sit still on the couch for more than 10 minutes.
Blood and Oil. Gotham. I just watched Gotham, and my friend Drew Powell is from Indiana actually, and he's one of the actors in it. So I love Gotham. It's an awesome show. I recommend it.
I'd be willing to do whatever it takes to win another race at Pocono.
I'd be willing to be fast to win Pocono.
Anything you ask me, really. You know, if they ask me what I would have willing to trade to a win, I would say a lot of stuff.
The last thing I do before a race is give my daughter a kiss.
One of the most important things that I do before a race for myself is to eat well and relax for a few minutes before each race, to try to think about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it.
All the drivers will say go to the toilet. Yeah, we drink so much water, and the pressure and the nervousness. Everyone say the toilet, and it's true. You know, it's always after the parade. Drivers are long queue of drivers waiting for a long queue in the toilet. You know, so it's always like that.
I've been a big true crime watcher on Netflix here lately, so that's been between Making a Murderer and The Jinx. I'm all in.
One of the series that I watch, it's in the Spanish one, but doesn't matter. It's El Señor de los Cielos. That's a pretty fun one and good.
Oh, if we say music, I'm becoming a believer. So with the new album, really rocks. I really like the new album of Justin Bieber, so I'm becoming a new believer. If you can say that, new music, yeah.
Я участвую в гонках только ради победы. Я точно знаю, когда наступает идеальный момент поменять резину. И что касается бритья, я знаю, когда нужно сменить кассету.
Потому что Gillette Fusion и Mach 3 имеют полоску-индикатор. Когда она становится белой,
меняй кассету на новую для лучшего бритья. Вот так я побеждаю во всем.
Новая кассета для лучшего бритья.
As a race car driver, I think I have less patience than most people I know. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Just go to declareyourself.com. It's that easy. Just do it. If I have the patience to do it, I think anybody can.
When your father is Michael Andretti and your grandfather is Mario Andretti, you take performance seriously. MagnaFlow Performance Exhaust.
Hi, I'm IndyCar Series driver Marco Andretti. Sometimes teenagers get a bad rap when it comes to driving. There's only one thing we could do, prove them wrong. Think Before You Drive, presented by Bridgestone Americas, has all the facts, games, and tips to make us become smarter and safer behind the wheel. Come check out the site and share it with your friends.
License and registration, please. Who do you think you are, Mario Andretti?
I'm Mario Andretti, officer. We weren't speeding.
I know the sound of speed when I hear it.
Oh yeah, I have memories playing with Hot Wheels. I used to get in so much trouble. We have a shuffleboard table at the house, and me and my friends would just smash these things. It was just, I got in so much trouble because there was just a pile of them just broken. But yeah, those were always fun to play with. Visit the world of racing.
Hey, are you looking at this sweet machine too?
It's IndyCar driver Marco Andretti.
This is the one I'm going with. When I found out it had a direct drive motor and an enhanced drive system, I knew it was the one for me.
That means its power wash cycle features extra cleaning action to better remove tough stains.
Oh. It's awesome. And the matching Maytag dryer is built for power with a high torque motor, optimized airflow, and an extra fin.
That means the power dry cycle completely dries even your largest loads faster.
Marco Andretti's technical knowledge of this washing apparatus is leading me to a positive.
We'll take it. I had no idea you knew so much about washing machines.
I do my research. What's inside matters.
You know we offer free delivery.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm fortunate that the timing in my career worked out, that I'm able to drive in the 100th. I'm completely honored just to be a part of it, let alone to try to win it and be able to win it. Hopefully we have a good shot. But this place, there's one king. It's sort of my favorite and my least favorite at the same time. Is the 2006 ending. You know, the fun part was driving against my father. The not so fun part is that there was a third party involved.